Hello, hello, hello!
Welcome to my drag race Christmas.
Okay, dope, cut. That's gonna be a hit. Hi, I'm Twink Trash, international diva, seamstress, designer, stutterer, classical musician.
Pick me, look!
And YouTuber. Yeah, I'm a really consistent, really known for my YouTube presence, actually.
No one says that, but yes.
I want to preface before I do anything. So this is not a tutorial. This is like a vlog. Like this is Vlogmas Day 29. But this is more so just to document my process. Isn't like, that cool. What I'm going through have been not good. And prove to y'all that I work at. This piece is the first in an ongoing collection, I'd say, of Twink Trash ready to wear. The last, like 6 pieces I've done have been huge installation pieces that have been a drag look, but also then a complete set. And they just get fucking larger and larger and larger. And I'm the only person on my whole team to do everything, which I choose, which I love. It's good, it's a choice, don't worry. I also really love fashion and...
Definitely looking at fashion all the time.
I swear, like I do watch the shows. Not just Mugler, not just like 97, and then I say, actually, I watched all of fashion. I wanted to be able to utilize like specific technique, focus on sewing, and most of all, trying to find a way to get the same gravitas that I could get from a giant piece. With each piece, there are like specific goals that I'm trying to obtain and things that I'm trying to exude. But I haven't written down, so I'm gonna look down. Effortless. There's something really powerful about beauty and drag that like looks like it comes from within. Movable, a piece that I can like walk in. And the last goal is just kind of to add to the Twink Trash archive. On to the meat and potatoes. The dress. I really wanted the opacity of the oranges to be kind of the front and center. I wanted them to act almost as stained glass. So it was important that I built the base of the dress from plastic. So I'm doing my pattern pieces for the skirt, which I want it to be like a specific sphere orb. So I've begun to make the pattern out of paper towels, and it's not wide enough, so I'm just like hot gluing paper towels onto the side. Here's what I've learned about doing art and drag for a while is that like you start by doing stuff wrong. You enter an era of like everything's about precision and technique, and then slowly you go back into doing stuff that's wrong. I've got my pattern piece. This is, believe it or not, a spherical skirt pattern piece, and I'm gonna duplicate it 5 times on my PVC, just laying it out and chopping it, and then put it all together and then see where I need to reinforce it with boning. Once I put all of the oranges on it, the light was able to reflect out of it, and it's like glows basically. It's so fucking cool. But I cut and dehydrated about 40 oranges. I don't know, this is kind of like the fun part. And I like going to the grocery store, knowing that everyone else is there for food, for like their household, and I'm gonna make a dress. I think that's really silly. The part that sucks though, let me tell you, the thing that I don't like is that I kind of have to work with the oranges pretty fast. The first time I dehydrated them, I didn't use the oranges because I did this step first just to kind of do prototype tests with like the color and the texture and everything, and they began to rehydrate it. But then again, like what's the existence of this dress past the photo shoot? Which is sort of the conundrum for my whole life at the moment. I'm trying to take the next step with my drag, trying to focus more on like the business aspect of it, because I'm really good at platforming myself and getting my work out there, but I'm terrible at capitalism, which I guess just means that like my ethical compass points strong north and true.
Is she international?
You know, I work like 10 hours a day, every day, and everything that I do could be profited off of. But I'm also conscious that, you know, me as a person, me as an artist, there's like a finite amount of pieces that I can make in my life. That's deep, and it also makes me really sad. But it also kind of gives importance to all the work that I do because I don't want to give any time to someone else. That sounds selfish, but it's also my art and my life and my work. Oh my God, but the whole sentence, that whole thing was just to say is that the next step is that I'm trying to get my work to galleries The last piece that I did, the disco ball dress, was for Bonnaroo, and it was like my first big contracted installation, which was like so fucking cool and so exciting. It was amazing to perform, first of all, at Bonnaroo, like a big festival. Also, Tennessee, like the week that I was doing contract work was the week that the drag ban passed. And so I had to kind of like restructure my contract. And the reactions that I got specifically from queer people really made me like, oh, what I do is special and cool and impactful. And I get a lot out of it, but I don't get to see other people's reaction. And I'm really, I get a lot of attention online. I'm so happy about that. I'm so fortunate to have that. But I want more like tangible experiences, and I want my pieces to exist past just a shoot. I knew once the oranges were applied, there would definitely be a wait, because it's about 40 oranges, and it's mostly dispersed on top of a hoop skirt. And spoiler alert, it did a tiny bit, but it was my fault. I made it, but like I couldn't have done much else because the oranges started to rehydrate as time went. Because I like rescheduled the shoot for like a week and a half because I am mentally unwell. We'll get into it, and I'll be good. I think there is something so chic about knives. Isn't that cool? Isn't that chic? Isn't like, that cool? These are the last two logs of wood for the set. I just got done with a consultation with a therapist. I haven't ever had access to like healthcare before. I have been not good. But I've been struggling a lot with OCD, I think. I didn't know that that OCD could also contain like intrusive thoughts and like repetition of things. I've never known that, and I don't need to unpack all of this. I'm not really a trauma dump girl. I am a dump girl. That's so silly, but I wanted to like say it so that I can play this back in a year and be like, oh cool, now I have tools and stuff. I just really, oh my god, so bad need fucking tools. I'm 23, so like I know this is a point in everyone's life where we're all kind of fucked. But I work so hard. Like last piece I did, the disco ball outfit, I worked 15 hours every single day for about a month and a half, non-stop. And I enjoyed it. It was a choice, but it was also, that's not healthy. That's not, I think, how I should be doing things as a person. I love what I'm doing, but I need to be doing more to be able to do what I'm doing right now, but I already don't have enough time to be doing the stuff that I'm doing. So it's like I need to take a step back from the stuff that I enjoy to be able to do the stuff that I enjoy. I have no answers. I have no idea what a solution is, but I want validation and I want tools. And I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna get them. Let's start with the construction process. I really wanted to work with leather, and I really wanted the specific tone of it, and I wanted all of the undertones to work well. So I decided to hand paint everything. This is my first time painting leather. There were some accidents that I caused through my action. And the big one is that you need a lot of layers for this. I don't know why I thought it would be fine to just do one layer and then cut the pattern pieces, but like, no, I was so wrong, don't do that. I first just kind of painted a whole like yard, the exact green that I wanted. Again, I should have just bulk painted everything. There's delineation between like the green of the hat, the green of the glove, and the boot, and I actually do like that. I just do want it a little bit more uniform with the undertones. Painted that, cut out the pattern pieces, and I really wanted like an embossed effect on it, so I wanted to stitch the textile together. I guess it's not even a textile. This pattern is a take on a Valentino pattern, and I was trying to find like what season it was from, but as far as I can tell, it's just from this boot. I couldn't see it like extended on anything else, just this boot. I think it would look adorable as a dress, as a mini, but it's not. So I did it instead. I individually cut out all of the strips of white and all of the orange circles, and then had to sew all of those on. Here comes the tutorial part. if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna do anything like this, make sure you have something to lube up the pleather, or else the heat, the presser foot, it will all work against you, especially if you're trying to like stitch on top for that specific texture and like professionalism. The stitch is gonna be wonky as hell. And that's why there's some stitching on it that's wonky as hell. This is so random, but the thing that I'm the most proud of is the back of the boot. Because it ties up, it's a pain in the ass to get on. Oh, how am I gonna take it off? It's so hard to take off. Bitch. Invisible zipper in the pattern. That way it never needs to be laced up again. Okay, wait, it's not coming down. I'm never showing off ever again. Fuck that. Next up, we've got the shoes. This was kind of the most technical challenge. With each new piece, I want to like learn something new to like specifically employ to the next piece. For this, it was shoes, because in the piece that I'm doing right now, there's a really specific shoe. But so this shoe, I wanted to take on a go-go boot. I wanted like the contours of the shoe to like go in and then back out, but like a trapezoid. Kind of the word for it? Anyway, my first time doing this from scratch, it took me 2 tries and lots of days. I cut wood like a carpenter, like Jesus Christ. I did some Jesus cosplay, and I cut the platform, cut the heel. Hard part was kind of finding out how to attach the platform and heel. The heel specifically. Desperately trying to get done with this fucking shoe. But the saw is fucking broken. There's these nails that are supposed to be in here, these things, but I just have these really fucking small ones that keep falling out, which means the saw just breaks. Can't even saw all the way through it. And it's like 100 fucking degrees in the garage, and it's like 2 a.m. and I shoot in like 24 hours. And that thing where it's like you're totally capable of doing the things you need to do, you just need to put in a lot of work. Your tools don't allow you to do it. And I know it's like, a good craftsperson doesn't blame their tools. Girl, I'm blaming my fucking tools. That goes out to all my tools, to all the saws watching this. I just ended up screwing the front platform in. That was easy. The heel, I needed to be able to drill from the top to the bottom just to attach it. So if this is the heel going up and down, this is the heel. This is the heel going up and down. Screw from the ball of the foot into the heel. And then I was hoping to kind of get 2 that went in like that. And none of that occurred. So I'm in my like grimy, stinky time now. 2 days before the shoot, everything just kind of goes downhill mentally, but focus-wise, oh, I'm focused. But here's what's going on. Dress is basically done. Back there hanging up on the wall, we've got the gloves done, hat is done. Wait, look at the hat. It's like if Strawberry Shortcake had a hat, which she does. Everything's almost done. Hanging up there. Dress is there. I'm like a detective. So I've got all my little dimensions. These are the textiles for the shoe. This is just so I can see what the textures look like. And I got the jewelry, makeup. It's all lined up. It's all almost there. The last thing that's stressing me the fuck out. So here's where the shoes are. Originally I was just gonna glue the heels on, but of course that's not gonna work. And what I'm trying to do now is screw holes in the back, pre-drill them, so then I can just put the screws in and I don't have to worry. These are like factory made, so it's kind of unfair to be working with them. But this already has metal inside it. I have like a nice screwdriver. I have a really expensive screwdriver actually that I bought for Bonner Room. Yeah, I'm an installator. All that being said is that shit just will not go through it. To be fair to myself, it's the first shoe I've ever made. Besides those shoes. So what I ended up doing was lots of gluing, which is not a technical feat. Originally I was just gonna glue the heels on, but of course that's not gonna work. So it had the shape, but it did not have the structure, and that's why you'll see during clips of the shoot, I could walk, but I definitely needed help, especially because the set was like on grass, on a hill, on a grassy knoll. So it looked good. I like my work to be technically better, but it looked hot. What's the point for this? And then the next shoe that I make that you'll see is really good. It's kind of like a furry. My next look, I might be a furry in my next look, I'll say it. The last stuff. Jewelry, I made these really fucking cute earrings. So I just did a hoop, painted that green, and then basically painted the textile that's on the glove hat, and then accented it with some beads, just to give texture. Because texture is what makes shit hot. I know that if I want to chew something, if I want to like gnaw on it, then I've accomplished texture. I love this wig. It is the same wig that I used for the winter boots look, the red carpet look, and then it's the bump it for the disco look. The issue with this is that the bangs were still blue from the winter look, so I had to like cut them off. Trying to get the really specific curl to kind of go up like a bob. I don't know, I wish I understood the like movement of hair more. That being said though, love this wig. I'm doing this thing now where I'm trying to care a little bit less. I just spray painted and it looks totally wonderful. It smells a bit stinky. I'm in a process of my life, in a process of my art that, my art, it is my art. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna be nice to myself challenge, starting now. Hi. I'm so independent to a fault. For example, my package for the Drag Queen of the Year pageant, where I made my whole package in 10 days alone, and it was one of the most miserable points of my life. I was doing so bad. And then I flew out to LA alone, and everyone else has fucking teams, and I'm like, just turned 22. I've realized that a big step of maturing isn't actually working harder. It's allowing myself to just do the thing that's gonna work and realize that nobody's gonna notice but me, and if the end goal is the same, it's actually okay. It's been posted for about 5 days now, and I love how people have been loving it. I'm very lucky. If I'm going back to my thesis statements of what? Effortlessness, movability, and archival quality, I think I accomplished like 2.5 out of the 3. It looks so effortless. And honestly, the piece itself, once it was on, it was. I can add them to the archive, that's a complete check. There are undergarments, there's gloves, there's accessories, there's hats, there's jewelry, there's pieces that I really, really love. And the last thing that I think I got like half right is movability. All of it besides the shoe. Specifically the shoe. The boot is easy. The shoe is just not totally walkable. It's a learning experience. The only people that will know it wasn't perfect are you and me. You watching this, me recording this. Hey. So that's good. I think I got a B plus maybe if I'm being generous. But I would say the look is an A, not an A plus. I think the main goal of being able to get that same reaction from a drag piece and that expression, I think I got that. I think people understood the purpose. Dope. Okay, that's everything. Keep an eye out for my upcoming piece. It's gonna be very equestrian. I am recording an art song alongside it. There will be a stop motion short film accompanying the piece that will act as the digital recital, except this time it's just gonna be one song. But I'm so excited about this upcoming project. I'm totally rambling and this is not the place to be doing that. This upcoming piece, I'm like so excited. I love animation, I love stop motion. Blending drag, classical technology in a really cool, fun way. Keep an eye out for that. Everything online, I'm at Twink Trash. I don't have an outro. If you can't love yourself, sorry, bye.